This is day 217 of a screenwriter's journey. I made a pretty good bit of progress catching up a tiny little bit with myself, but still way behind because this is May 27th, I believe. Top Gun Maverick or Maverick Top Gun opening today. Fortunately, not going to see it on opening day for reasons I won't go into, but have to do with my wife. Not in a bad way. So we are on page 93 of this script, and they're in the Jeep. So they're at the air. How long do we wait? I mean, the census. So they're okay. They're at the airport waiting for this plane. Gosh, it's so embarrassing. This is just clearly not working clearly to me, and so they see them run into the office. I mean, just logically, this unfortunately does not make a lot of sense. And I have to say that over the past week, I've read several scripts and done commentary on them, sort of like I do on my own, except obviously those are finished scripts that I'm reading and making comments on and pointing things out, all in my opinion, of course. And this, it's still all my opinion, but I'm writing the script and commentating on it, so it's kind of weird. But I guess the point is that some of the scripts I read were not good at all. A couple were really good. One was really, really good. But the point is, I'm not any harder on them than I am on myself. And this stuff in here is just, it doesn't impress me much, to borrow a lyric from a Shania Twain song. Paraphrasing. I mean, who would talk like that? I've been so busy putting Band-Aids on her, I really don't know. I mean, it's like so metaphorical. It's just reeks of trite ism, which it probably is not a word. We need to ask. Whoop. It's kind of amazing that while writing this, I didn't just say, "Wow, this is not good. I need to just abandon this and walk away for a little while." But that is not happening. So on the other hand, I'm giving it the old college try. Keep working on it, and so we'll see. Maybe I'll end up falling in love with this, and I won't change a thing. Do you think that's possible? It all comes down. Oh, I keep forgetting that Resolve puts the screens to sleep after like 2 minutes. I mean, if they're driving, they're having this whole conversation while they're driving, or do they park up the road? I mean, she sees the Jeeps. Rachel sees the Jeep in the prior scene. So really, what's going to happen here? If you think about it, the Clyde and Ace aren't there. The plane with Lexi's dad is not there. So what is Holly's plan at this moment? I'm asking myself that. It's like, Jack, what were you thinking? Is she going to knock on the door and say, "Send the kid out"? It would be like one of those Woody Allen skits. "Send the kid out and we'll let you go. I'm keeping the kid. Give me $10,000. And so, I mean, it could work. Rachel could pull out the gun and start shooting at him, and then they could go in and save Lexi. And then does the plane come, and what happens after that? So there's no shortage of ways it could work, but so now we have Hogan introducing this narcissistic psychopath. After my wife told me that, I've been using it like 8 different places in the script. So, and she says, "Do you have a plan?" "I'm working on it." And it's kind of late to be working on a plan, although obviously things change and you have to sort of go with the flow. But I don't remember, frankly, how far I took this before I just pulled the plug and said, "Not going to work." So they're inside. Rachel's looking out, and of course, continuing to try to convince Lexi that Holly is the bad person and Rachel is there to be her savior. And then I leave here with your father if that's what you decide. I mean, give me a spoon so I can gag myself with it. But at some point, I have to realize that this is just not workable. Literally kill me to collect the payment your father offered. Offered who? Well, this is better. I wouldn't be surprised if she's... So I had to soften that a little bit. It's just crazy how much I go through dialogue, and it would be super curious, like on these scripts that I read, both the bad ones and the good ones, bad in my opinion, good in my opinion, of how many times a writer goes through and just reworks scenes or just individual dialogue. And of course, part of that stems from me not beating out the script, so to speak, and doing the index cards and the outlines, but I've given my whole argument for that. It's not really an argument. It's more of a philosophy, I guess. At this point, it doesn't seem to be really being too good of a philosophy in terms of efficiency. I can't imagine if someone had paid me to write this, and if they paid me by the job, it'd be one thing, but if they said, we'll give you X amount of, a week or something, and they expect me to crack this baby out in 3 months, and here I am 12 months later still working on it, and the budget for the screenplay has gone through the roof. Anyways, I do see now that I'm about at the end of the day, and let's see what happens tomorrow. I made 1 page of progress today.